You guys, am I like a YouTuber now? You guys. So I've dedicated myself to vlogging this whole journey. And this is crazy because I never was like one of those people who were like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a vlogger. Like, I like to watch people do things, but really the only person I watch vlogging is like Bailey Sarian, I guess. But is that even really vlogging? It's not, because she's talking. I mean, that's what I watch on YouTube. I'm not like a big avid YouTuber. Like, I never was like, oh my God, my aspirations is to be a YouTuber, but I'm just gonna vlog this. I'm not a vlogger. I do not want to be a YouTube person. I just want people who have questions about this whole journey that I'm taking. I want y'all to see step by step so that we're not afraid, and that more teachers go international, more African Americans travel to Africa, more all races travel to Africa, to be honest, because it's like a hidden gem. People are really afraid. Like, people are quick to travel to Europe, Euro trip, but it's not really common that we hear like Afro trip. And I've only been to Ghana, to be honest. So I'm excited to record this and watch it back myself. So hello, welcome. This is day one of my vlogging journey. To those who are not aware or did not find this video from my classroom page, my Instagram, but I guess maybe you just happen to be on YouTube. I am a international teacher now. I've been teaching in Atlanta. I'm playing with this knife. I've been teaching in Atlanta, but I just got a job in Kenya, in Nairobi, and I've never been. I've only been to Ghana. I've spent a lot of time in Ghana. I'm currently fundraising to help build a school. I have a strong relationship with a school in Accra, Ghana. So I'll be there this summer on a teacher's trip that I'm also organized, a teacher's trip where I'm bringing other teachers and healthcare professionals. So after I leave Atlanta in May, I'm gonna go to DC, spend time in DC with my son, relax, chill with my family, then fly to Accra at the end of June, fly to Nairobi at the end of July, and start my life off in Nairobi. So this is the beginning, me packing my life up here in Atlanta and getting ready to spend the summer in Africa and build my life from there. So basically, I just got like a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna ship things, like my job is paying for me to ship my essentials because they're a great school and they're really understanding. So you don't want to take too much on a flight, obviously, because they said that when you come in on the flight, you actually have to act like you're leaving, because I'm not going to have a work visa yet. So in order to get my Kenya visa, I'm going to have to like have an outgoing flight until they can get my work visa once I arrive. So basically they suggested that I bring my essentials. So what are my new essentials? A gallon of Eco Styler. I'm just gonna unpack this. Honestly, I've gotten so much from Amazon that I forgot what I even got. Well, I did go to the hair store and get like 20 jams, which is ridiculous, but it's hair products. When I've been looking at all these videos and stuff, I'm just gonna keep these in here. I got some Aunt Jackie's. When I've been looking at videos of people living in Nairobi, they're just like, bring your hair products, bring your essential beauty products, because it's not really accessible there to the specific brands. So like edge control is a thing. I've got to make sure I go with the edge control for sure. Like I'm not playing games. So I have like bags full of edge control. Let's start with the Amazon stuff. I ordered so much. I heard from my list also that shoes, like quality shoes, quality jeans, those are things that are really hard to find in Nairobi for affordable prices. So that's really what I mainly ordered from Amazon, is a whole bunch of like shoes. I'm not really gonna take too much heels because I don't really wanna even be like, just like out partying on that type of vibe. So I just got like things. I plan on doing a lot of outdoor activities while I'm there on my 2-year contract. So these are really cute, actually. Amazon. I'm gonna start taking these out of boxes though, to make it easier for me to pack. So I started talking entirely too much here, when I'm opening all my stuff. So I decided to just kind of like play it back quickly and rewind. As you guys can see, I got a lot of shoes. I got some purses, backpacks for sure. I've heard that shoes are really expensive out there. So that's one thing that I wanted to make sure that I went with, like a whole bunch of quality shoes, Doc Martens, Toms, New Balance running shoes. I got some amazing binoculars that I'm actually really excited to use. Backpacks, battery charger for when I'm out on the road and don't want my phone to die. Just those type of things, like some Crocs, just things that are comfortable and super easy to wash, because I know from being in Ghana that the roads are not always paved. So your feet get dirty really quickly. So I just wanted like cool quality shoes that could easily be washed and reused and stay pretty much amazing looking, you know? If you live in Kenya, let me know if you think I'm missing anything before I come over there. Like, I want to make sure I'm fully prepared. And I'm very cheap also, so I do not want to be like paying quadruple price for things when I get over there. Like, let me know if there's something that I'm missing that I will really need. Somebody told me to get everything bagel. Everything bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. The next video I do, I'll probably will be wrapping up everything in my house and deciding if I want to take my air fryer or not, because that's a big deal to me right now. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you later. What did the YouTubers say when it's over? Thank y'all. See you later. So an Amazon haul is really cute and really fun, but there is a lot of anxieties that come into me moving and making this international move so quickly. My school has been really supportive. I have to do IB training before I go. I have to pay up front to ship all my things, and then when I get there, they pay me back, as well as for my visa. So those are a lot of expenses, all these heavy expenses that I kind of have to take on, and they reimburse me for it, which is cool. But they did book my ticket and pay for that, which is good. I'm having anxiety because I'm a homeowner. I own my house. I actually just went through this whole process of redoing my house like a year ago, 2 years ago. So it's kind of stressful. I'm having anxiety about renting it. I've researched whether I should sell or rent. And I decided to go with renting, which is giving me anxiety because, you know, everyone always says no one's going to take care of your home like you do. That's a rough one. For me, leaving my son behind is a rough one. Even though I know he's with his dad, it's hard for me. You know, him and his dad have had like 50-50 custody. We've had a very lenient custody agreement. We don't do like official child support or custody agreement or any of those things. So his dad is really happy to keep him. It was his time anyway. He's had Brayson for like the past year anyway. But I just like worry about me getting homesick, missing him, not really being able to like access him as quickly as I would like. I did get his passport, so he will be out there. And I've been looking at direct flights for kids, unaccompanied minors, and it's a thing. But I just like, am like, oh my gosh, should I take him? No, don't take him. You don't want to put that stress on yourself for your first year. So that's just like kind of the darker side of what I'm going through. It's really nice. I'm blessed. I'm happy that I can even afford to do the upfront cost. I'm happy that I even have a home to rent to somebody. But there is a lot of very quick decisions that you have to make when things are happening this fast, as far as obtaining a job, and you have to commit to a contract. As soon as I emailed my principal and told him that I committed to this 2-year contract, he like sent me back my resignation letter ASAP for my county. So I'm like, dang, like what if I change my mind? Y'all are like forcing a resignation on me? Real quick. So, you know, what if it falls through? That's what my anxiety is telling me in my head. What if the situation falls through? What if it doesn't work? And then your boss just made you resign, like before the school year even ends. But, you know, it's business. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on how we're going. And next time we do a video, this whole place will be packed up. I'm trying to decide if I want to leave the TVs for homegirl who's going to be staying in my house. Or sell them. I'm leaving the shelf. I mean, we'll see. That'll be a whole nother video. But let me know if y'all feel like I missed something. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. Yeah, you guys. Am I like a YouTuber now? You guys, Let me know if y'all have any suggestions. So for real, hit up my page. I love to talk and I love to hear what y'all have to say. So have a good day.